everybody, it's BunnyKitten. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon. I will say it's beautiful. It's a little chilly, but the sun is out at least, which is different for this time of year here in Connecticut. But I've been putting this off for weeks, not because I haven't wanted to do this. It's just that I haven't had the time to devote to it. But today we are going to actually get a little more in depth with my airbrush unboxing. So we're going to take this out of the box. We're going to set it up. I am going to do this live. I don't believe I'm going to be editing this just because I want you to see the real process. And this is my first time ever doing this, so I will screw up, and that's okay. I've, admitted that that's a thing that I'm going to do. But we're going to get this set up. We're actually even going to try it out, and we'll see how that goes. And I actually have a body of a car all primed up and ready to go. And if I screw it up, it's okay. I'm not that upset about it. Yeah, so let's go. All right, so the only reason I did do this one edit here is simply because I had to change camera angles. So this is actually going to be a top view of the unboxing. You're welcome. So again, we've got our little airbrushing books, which I'll be looking at in a moment. We've got our colors. This also includes airbrush cleaner as well. So we want to keep that in mind. And I think there's thinner in there too. This, I believe, hooks onto the air compressor and is a little airbrush stand. I think that's what it's for. I think that's what I decided it was for. I could be completely wrong on that. This was airbrush number 1. This is actually what we're going to be using to try airbrushing for the first time. I am not going to break out the more expensive airbrush because if I'm going to screw something up, I want to screw it up on the cheaper one, not the expensive one. So there's that one. These are my little cleaners. This is the siphon style, I think it's called airbrush. So we're going to, I don't know if we're going to try this one out or not. I don't know if I want to. I might just leave this to the side. So, look how cute it is. It's little and it's blue and it's got some hoses and my dog is barking. Super great. So, let's take him out of the package here. Alright. Looks good. It's a good looking little air compressor. It's a really pretty blue. Okay, so I'm only doing a teeny tiny bit of editing because I realized I have to change camera angles and get things set up and all that other good stuff. So this is going to plug in somewhere. I just opened up the instruction manual. I should probably put that right there. Because I know nothing about airbrushing at all. And I definitely know nothing about air compressors. And neither does my dog. Alright, so that's the power switch. That's right there. That's right, we're doing straight up 101 on this. This is the pressure regulator. This is the pressure gauge. You can see that right there. This is the connection. So we're going to connect our hose. And then we've got a neat little air filter right here, which is pretty sweet. Okay. So. Okay, so to operation of regulator, that's this, and the filter, this. Okay? The gauge reflects the working pressure of the air tools. Now, I want to keep in mind that the instructions in this are not the best English, so we're just going to kind of roll with it. Pull the pressure regulator up, turn clockwise to increase the pressure, turn counterclockwise to reduce the pressure. There we go. So it pulls up and it turns like this. Okay. Turn the pressure regulator to get the right working pressure needed and fix it. Do not turn the button when it cannot be adjusted. Pull the button, water release valve to release the water. All right, is that this? Water release valve. Well, it shows that it's this, but how on earth do you pull it? What am I pulling exactly? Oh, I can push it. Okay. There we go, there's that. So that's a thing. Dog is still barking. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of words in here. Connect the air compressor, air hose, and airbrush or other air tools. Plug it to the main supply. Turn on the switch. Okay. So this is our hose. Now they did... That seems to be the only place that could fit, and I don't trust that. We're gonna have to figure out where this goes. Because it doesn't actually say. They're giving me the exact same instructions again. Oh, but it does give me a really nice schematic with a parts list. So when people refer to the parts, I know exactly what they're talking about. Or so I think. So, all right. Well, first things first. Let's go ahead and take a look at the hose. It's very nice. Very nice hose. Now, it was advised that I get a piece of carpet to put the air compressor on. So fortunately, I work in an industry in which I have easy access to things like that. So lucky for me, I can, I have 2 pieces of carpet that I'm going to be using. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to connect this over here. All right, and now I officially have the compressor hooked up to a hose. Yay! Oh, there you go. Now you can see it. Yay! I'll put little googly eyes on it. Have it dance around. I don't know if I can do that in editing. I don't know if I want to do that in editing. All right, so got instructions I'm going to leave right here so you can see them too, and you can read them upside down because, you know, that's cool. Actually, I'll move that to the side here. I would also like to note that the Freedom Ford will be clear out of the way when I actually start airbrushing, because this is much too precious for me to get that, you know, to have that destroyed. So, all right, so we're going to thread the other end into this lovely little airbrush right here. Okay. Now the next thing it says to do is to turn on the air compressor and adjust the pressure to 20 to 30 psi. So I just want to see what else is underneath here before we keep going, because this is actually an airbrush quick start guide. So we push down for air and we pull back for fluid. So you push down to let the air in, and then you pull back to actually let the paint out. Oh, okay, so this is, let's see. They gave us a nice little cutaway, but this isn't the same thing. Just want to take this off for a minute so we can look and see what's inside here. Now that's the needle. Okay. Well, I am still scared and clueless. But we're going to keep moving. Now, I have been informed, after watching Steam Geezer's little airbrushing 101 thing, his video, that I should be mixing pretty much an even amount of both color and thinner. So I've got here some Tamiya X4 blue paint, and I have the X20A acrylic thinner. I also have my nice little spray booth over here, so I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to film and spray at the same time. So this is all going to be fun for the camera. So I'm going to pause the filming for a moment to get my setup here, and I'll be back shortly. All right, I did have to leave my desk for a quick sec. I'm going to just pour a teeny tiny bit in here. Going to give this a good shake. Shaky, 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 shaky. These I happen to have hanging around in my other workshop area. This is from when I drank really small drinks at college parties. No, I'm kidding. So, I did not shake that well enough. Let's do that again. Okay. Now, these are 2 milliliter pipettes. This one is 1.5, but because I only have one, I'm just going to do this. So I'm going to do about 1/2 milliliter in here. And this might go quickly, and that's okay. And we're going to do all right. Now, I did test the air pressure too while I had the camera off to make sure it was good there. Move this out of the way. And now that I've got my loaded and ready to go airbrush. We're going to switch some camera angles around, and we're going to try painting a little bit on this here 56 Del Rey body, which I threw some light primer on like 2 years ago, literally 2 years ago. Haven't touched it since. But I'm also going to go ahead and grab some gloves and a mask as well, so that I don't choke myself or anything like that when I start to use the airbrush. So let's move this camera. And here we are. It is by far not perfect. Missed some spots here. But it's a good start. So I'll let that dry. And we'll see how it comes out when it's dry. The patterns there are starting to freak me out a little bit because I keep thinking that this star pattern, it's just from this. It's not really from anything else. So anyway, that's pretty much it. So we did our first foray into airbrushing. Oh, I really need to do that part all over again. Obviously, I'm probably going to be going for a two-tone look, if you can't tell. I'll have to do a lot of taping and a lot of very careful airbrushing, but I think with a lot of practice, this might add some extra oomph to my building. So that's it. We'll keep going. Feel free to offer me any suggestions or advice in the comments. I would love to hear from you because, you know, I'm still a noob. Even though I'm 2 years in, I'm still learning. So anyway, I will see you on the next video. Bye.